Imagine a woman who lived to be 122 years old. Yes, 122. She ate chocolate, smoked, laughed at all diets, and somehow outlived almost everyone she knew. How is that possible? Let's find out. Now, picture a man who lived through 3 centuries, the 19th, 20th, and 21st. He saw electricity, the first cars, the internet, smartphones, and remained energetic, witty, and full of life the entire time. Before we dive in, hit the like button and subscribe. We're sharing how life and the world change over time. Today, we're going to compare some of the longest living people and explore what they have in common, their habits, character, lifestyle, and maybe discover some tips we can apply to our own lives. So, Jeanne Calment isn't just a long liver. She's a true phenomenon. Born in 1875 in France, she lived to be 122 years old, surviving 2 world wars, the construction of the Eiffel Tower, and even meeting Van Gogh when she was a teenager. But what's truly amazing is her attitude toward life. Jeanne never saw aging as something to fear. She believed age was just another stage in life. She even joked about her longevity, saying, "I only have 1 wrinkle, and I'm sitting on it." This was a reflection of her humor and optimism. She continued to enjoy life, even at 100, eating chocolate every day and never refusing a glass of wine. It's important to note that Jeanne didn't try to follow trendy diets or fads. Her diet was quite simple. She loved chocolate, drank red wine, and didn't stress about her age. The doctors who observed her couldn't find any signs of aging other than external changes. She remained active, sharp, and her memory was remarkably clear until the very end. Her secret to longevity: accepting yourself as you are. Jeanne didn't chase immortality or superfoods. She simply enjoyed each moment. She proved that laughter, a positive mindset, and accepting your age are the real keys. When you look at Walter Benning, his energy and posture make it hard to believe he's over 110 years old. Born in 1896, he survived 2 world wars, and at 113, he looked decades younger. But what's astonishing is that his secret isn't in superfoods or complicated procedures. Walter Benning was a believer in simplicity and moderation. He ate just twice a day, lunch and dinner, skipping breakfast. "I think people eat too much," he said in one of his interviews. His meals were very simple, sometimes just toast, fruit, or meat. No calorie-packed smoothies or complicated diets. His longevity's secret lies in discipline, not complex methods. He followed the principle: work hard, stay humble, and don't eat too much. But despite his strictness about food, he was always active, reading newspapers, talking to people, and keeping an excellent memory. Walter didn't believe in mystical longevity secrets. He laughed when asked about them. His case is proof that a simple and balanced lifestyle can be the foundation for a long, healthy life. Kane Tanaka was born in 1903 in Japan, and at the time of her death at 119 years old, she was the world's oldest living person. She survived 2 world wars, numerous pandemics, and 5 emperors of Japan. But what truly set her apart from many other long livers was her approach to life. Kane was incredibly mentally active and curious. Even in her 100s, she continued to solve math problems and win at board games. Her favorite hobby was solving arithmetic puzzles. Every day, she exercised her mind, which likely became one of the secrets to her long life. Doctors were amazed at how sharp and witty she remained. Even in the nursing home, she was the center of attention, impressing everyone with her energy and sharp humor. And although her diet wasn't anything extraordinary, she loved chocolate, cakes, and sodas. Kane appreciated the little things in life. Her life was filled with joy and mental challenges. This is a clear example that longevity isn't just about physical activity, but also about mental stimulation. Be curious, solve problems, and keep learning. Susanna Mushet Jones was born in 1899, and at 116 years old, she embodied tranquility. Every day for her was like a small celebration, especially when she started her morning with crispy bacon. This simple, yet delicious breakfast was her favorite, and she stuck to this routine throughout her life. But Susanna didn't limit her long life to food alone. She always found joy in spending time with loved ones and maintaining strong social connections. She loved music and often hosted family nights, enjoying great company and good tunes. Her approach to life could be summed up as simplicity and delight in the little things. The secret to her longevity wasn't in a strict diet, but in enjoying life and being surrounded by people she loved. She was calm, balanced, and always ready to help others, which also played a role in her longevity. Jeanne Kimura was born in 1897 in Japan and lived to an astonishing age of 116, making him the longest living man ever recorded. Kimura survived 3 different centuries, and his life spanned a period of incredible technological and social change. But it wasn't just his age that made him remarkable, it was his approach to life. Jeanne Kimura believed in the importance of moderation. He was a man of simple habits, eating small portions of food and maintaining a balanced diet, with a particular focus on rice and vegetables. Kimura also lived a very active life, regularly walking and enjoying physical activity, which was key to his longevity. One of the most impressive aspects of his life was his mental sharpness. Even in his 110s, he had a keen memory and enjoyed socializing with family and friends. His attitude toward aging was one of acceptance, and he often said, "I've lived a long time, but it doesn't feel that long." He attributed his longevity to a combination of eating well, staying active, and maintaining a positive outlook on life. Kimura's secret to longevity was simple: moderation in everything, including food, exercise, and even rest. His calm demeanor, sense of purpose, and close ties to his community played a significant role in his long life. Blue zones are areas on Earth where people live longer than anywhere else. In Okinawa, Sardinia, Costa Rica, Ikaria, and Loma Linda, California, people live longer, maintaining vitality and health. But what unites these regions? First and foremost, simplicity. In Okinawa, older people engage in stretching and gardening. In Sardinia, they hike mountain trails and eat goat cheese. In Costa Rica and Ikaria, they eat plant-based foods, enjoy social connections, and experience minimal stress. In Loma Linda, life revolves around religion, rest, and healthy eating. In all these places, people follow a simple, balanced lifestyle, not chasing trends or superfoods. They maintain close relationships, stay active, and savor each day. Here, it's not only physical health that matters, but also emotional well-being, no loneliness, close connections with family, a sense of purpose and meaning. These people show us that longevity isn't the result of a magical recipe, but simply harmony and joy in life. So, we can see that the secret to longevity isn't a single recipe, but a combination of habits that support health and joy in life. Stay active, keep your mind sharp, connect with loved ones, enjoy the little things, and, of course, practice moderation. Each of us can choose our path, but the most important thing is to enjoy each moment, find joy in life, and not fear aging. After all, aging isn't the end, it's a new chapter. Live with joy, follow simple principles, and share your experiences with others. That's all for today. Write in the comments how old you are, and thanks for watching.